Have you ever heard of the ritual of putting a glass of water under the bed before sleeping? If you often feel tired and depressed, if you have found yourself struggling with anxiety and a lack of inner peace, you should know that this ritual can help you change things. But what are its secrets? How can a simple glass of water change our mood and bring us towards greater mental balance? You will understand this thanks to the Zen story you will hear shortly. So stay until the end, because we will explain exactly the procedure to follow. By doing so, this ancient practice will allow you to find serenity and bring order to the frenzy of life. But before continuing, if you are not yet among us, subscribe to the channel and activate notifications so you can stay updated when we publish new content for your spiritual growth. In the quiet cloister of an ancient Buddhist temple, nestled between the mountains and forests of a remote Japanese region, Master Ryo gathered his devoted disciples around him. His face, marked by the wrinkles of time, exuded wisdom and compassion. With a calm wave of his hand, he invited everyone to sit in the circle while the twilight dyed the sky in shades of orange and pink. Today, I will tell you about an ancient practice passed down by generations of wise monks and healers. Master Ryo began in a calm but incisive voice, capturing the attention of the people present. It is the ritual of a glass of water under the bed, a simple gesture, but full of profound meanings on a spiritual level. A practice used for centuries to promote inner peace and tranquility during sleep. His disciples looked at him with eyes full of interest, eager to learn the secrets of this mysterious practice and try it on themselves. The history of this ancient practice dates back to distant times, Master Ryo continued, as the candles illuminated his face. It is said that in the remote lands of K province, there lived a young samurai named Hiroki. Although he was gifted with great courage and skill in the arts of war, his heart was tormented by doubts and fears. Like a rough sea in a storm, on a dark night, Hiroki went to his village's Zen master, a wise man respected by all, seeking answers to his inner torment. The monk continued. "Master," Hiroki said with a trembling voice, "how can I find the peace I long for in my heart?" The Zen master handed him a glass of water and said, "Take this glass and place it under your bed before you sleep. Tomorrow morning, when you wake up, look at it carefully and come to me." Hiroki followed his master's advice, and the following morning went to him with trembling curiosity. "What did you see?" Hiroki asked the master. "The glass was full of water," replied the young samurai. "And now, pour the water into this cup," ordered the master. Hiroki obeyed, and as the water flowed, the master asked, "What do you see now?" "The glass is empty," Hiroki replied, amazed. The master smiled sagely and said, "Just like water in the glass, your mind can be agitated by thoughts and worries. But just as water can be poured and the cup can be clean, so your mind can be purified by inner stillness." The disciples listened in rapture to the master's words, captured by the depth of his teaching. "This ancient ritual," explained Master Ryo, "has been passed down by generations of sages who recognized its effectiveness in bringing balance and serenity to the mind and spirit. It is said that a glass of water under the bed can absorb negative energies while we sleep," added the master, while his disciples' gazes lit up with curiosity. "In the morning, if the water has bubbles or is cloudy, it means that it has worked its magic, absorbing the dark energies that surround us." The disciples nodded with understanding, fascinated by the hidden power of this age-old practice. "But it's not just a question of negative energies," the master continued, raising a finger as if to underline an important point. "The ritual of the glass of water under the bed is a powerful tool for cultivating inner peace and combating anxiety and depression. When we observe the water in the glass before sleeping," explained the master, "we focus on its calm and clarity, letting our mind free from the worries and tensions of the day. With every breath we take, we imagine the water absorbing all our anxieties and fears, leaving us in a state of stillness and tranquility. Therefore, as you may have understood, we are talking about a path of meditation." The disciples nodded gratefully, internalizing the master's words and meditating on the transformative power of the ritual of the glass of water under the bed. "But water is also an element of connection and purification," continued the master, whose face radiated calm and wisdom. "Through this ritual, we get closer to the very nature of the universe, reconnecting with its primordial energies and rediscovering our true essence." The disciples listened, enraptured, captured by the master's words and the intrinsic beauty of this age-old practice. They essentially understood that profound symbolism was hidden behind this practice. Remember, Master Ryo continued in a calm but firm voice, that true wisdom lies in humility and perseverance, in the constant journey towards self-discovery. The disciples looked into each other's eyes, illuminated by the light of understanding and awareness. At that moment, in the quiet cloister of the Buddhist temple, it seemed as if time had stopped, and the ancient wisdom of Master Ryo continued to resonate in the hearts and minds of his devoted followers, who, thanks to his teachings, found many ideas to live peacefully and undertake their spiritual journey. But what is the lesson we can learn from Master Ryo's teachings? That the act of placing a glass of water under the bed before sleeping is not simply a ritual for its own sake. Carrying out this practice with faith, awareness, and conviction means having in your hands a very powerful tool to find inner peace, emotional balance, and fight anxiety and depression, added the monk. Remember, my dears, that even the smallest actions can have a profound impact on our mind and spirit, and for this reason, we must not underestimate them but cultivate them with perseverance. Each night, when we place that glass of water under the bed, we are symbolically letting go of our worries and tensions, allowing calm and serenity to flow into our lives. Master Ryo, what is the precise way in which we must carry out this ritual? Asked one of the disciples. To practically implement this ritual, just follow a few simple steps, replied the monk. First of all, take a glass of water and fill it about 3/4 full. Then place it under your bed on the right side of your body before falling asleep. Observe the water for a few minutes, focusing on its calmness and clarity. Breathe deeply and imagine the water absorbing all your worries and tensions. In this way, all the negative energy that conditions our existence for the worse is eliminated overnight. In the morning, as soon as you wake up, check the water. If it is cloudy, unclear, or has bubbles, it means that the negative forces have ended up in the glass and that the water has absorbed these energies for us. At this point, the container should be emptied, even if the liquid has not changed color and has no bubbles, and the water thrown away. Then the following night, we start again with this practice, which should ensure peaceful sleep and dreams. When you notice that the water remains clear, that it has no bubbles, and is no longer cloudy, it will mean that you have achieved the emotional balance and inner peace you desire. What would it be like to leave your economic problems behind and live more peacefully? What would that look like? Learning how to attract abundance into your life. In this video, thanks to a Zen story steeped in Buddhist wisdom, we will discover an ancient Buddhist ritual, and we will see how, if you put 5 cloves in the places we will tell you, you can say goodbye to poverty. The ritual we will talk about has the power to transform your economic reality and lead you on the path to mental well-being and personal growth. Imagine being able to cleanse your home of negative energies, create an environment that attracts prosperity, and protect your wealth. And imagine being able to live a life full of abundance, health, and love. All this is possible thanks to the power of the 5 cloves, and in the next few minutes, you will understand exactly what you need to do. And if you stick around to the end of the video, you'll discover a secret that will forever change your relationship with money and abundance. But before continuing, subscribe to the channel and activate notifications to stay updated when we publish new content for your spiritual growth. The sun, like a divine brush, painted the ancient walls of the Zen temple of Komeoji in orange and gold. The shadows stretched sinuously over the rock garden, creating an atmosphere of peace and mystery. Under a sky that was tinged with the colors of the sunset, a group of pilgrims coming from every corner of Japan sat in silence, waiting for the Master Dogen. The faces of the pilgrims, marked by life's difficulties and economic worries, were turned towards the sage while their eyes shone with hope and desire for change. Dogen watched them with a benevolent smile, like a father welcoming his children. "Dear friends," Dogen began in a deep, calm voice, "you have come here seeking answers, seeking a way to overcome the difficulties that plague you. Today I will tell you about an ancient ritual that can help you find financial tranquility and attract abundance into your life." An expectant silence fell over the garden as the pilgrims leaned forward, eager to hear the master's words. The wind blew lightly through the pine branches, carrying with it the scent of the incense burning in the temple. "This ritual," Dogen continued, "is based on the use of a common spice, cloves. These small brown buds with an intense and spicy scent contain an extraordinary energy capable of purifying environments, removing negative influences, and attracting prosperity." Dogen took a silk pouch, finely decorated with Buddhist symbols, and took out 5 cloves, showing them to the pilgrims. These 5 cloves, he explained, represent the 5 pillars of abundance, protection, prosperity, growth, health, and love. A murmur of amazement arose among the pilgrims as Dogen explained the meaning of each clove. The first clove, he said, represents protection. To attract abundance, we must first protect what we have. Plant this clove into a pot of the Sansevieria plant, also known as mother-in-law's tongue. This plant is known for its ability to purify the air and absorb negative energies. Place it at the entrance to your home or office so that it can create a protective barrier against negative influences and attract the positive energy of abundance. "Master," asked a young woman, "how do I know if the plant is working?" "Look at the plant," Dogen replied with an enigmatic smile. "If it's growing lush and healthy, it means it's absorbing negative energy and protecting your space. However, if it withers or becomes ill, it means there is an accumulation of negative energy that you need to deal with." Dogen went on to explain, to attract wealth and abundance, we must first create an environment that is able to welcome them. Place this clove in the place where you keep your money, be it a safe, a piggy bank, or a simple drawer. As you do so, repeat this affirmation: "I am open and ready to receive the abundance the universe has in store for me." An elderly man, his face marked by the wrinkles of life, raised his hand. "Master," he asked, "but how can I attract prosperity if I don't even have a job?" Dogen patiently responded, "Prosperity doesn't just come through money. It can come in the form of opportunities, positive relationships, health, and well-being." The clove is a symbol, a reminder to remain open and receptive to the blessings the universe has in store for you. While the pilgrims listened with extreme interest, Master Dogen continued to explain the meaning of the other 3 cloves. The third, a symbol of growth, should be planted in a pot with a bamboo plant and placed in a visible place as a reminder of the ability to overcome obstacles and achieve one's goals. The 4th clove, a symbol of health, should be burned as incense during meditation or yoga to purify the air and promote physical and mental well-being. "Remember," said the monk, "that anyone can meditate. To do this, you simply have to concentrate on one thought and clear your mind of everything else." The 5th clove, a symbol of love, was to be given to a loved one or someone in need, spreading kindness and compassion, thereby attracting love and positive energy into one's life. The pilgrims listened attentively, feeling a new hope and a profound gratitude for the Master's teachings grow within them. "Dear friends, remember that these rituals are only a starting point," added the Master. "To truly attract abundance into your life, you must cultivate inner peace, emotional balance, and mental well-being. Practice meditation, mindfulness, and gratitude. Be generous with others and share your wealth, both material and spiritual. Remember that true wealth does not lie in material possessions, but in spiritual growth, inner peace, and connection with others." The pilgrims now knew that their journey to economic tranquility had only just begun, but they had the tools and wisdom to overcome any obstacle and achieve prosperity, both material and spiritual. The sun had now set, giving way to a starry sky. The pilgrims set out for home, bringing with them the precious teachings of Master Dogen and the hope of a brighter future. Each of them knew that, thanks to the 5 cloves, they could transform their lives and attract abundance in all its forms. In the following days, the pilgrims scrupulously followed the rituals taught by Dogen. They planted cloves in Sansevieria and bamboo plants, placed them in the places where they kept their money, burned them as incense, and gave them to their loved ones. As time passed, they began to notice changes in their lives. Their homes and workplaces seemed brighter and more welcoming. The Sansevieria plants grew lush, absorbing negative energies and protecting the environment. The bamboo plants stood tall and strong, a symbol of their resilience and ability to grow. The pilgrims began to feel calmer and more centered thanks to the practice of meditation and yoga. Their minds opened to new ideas and opportunities, and they began to attract new sources of income and prosperity. But the biggest change happened within them. They began to see the world with different eyes, full of gratitude and love. They realized that true wealth does not lie in material possessions, but in inner peace, connection with others, and the ability to appreciate the little things in life. And that if these things exist, money is often a natural consequence of feeling good about oneself and others. One day, while meditating in the temple garden, Dogen saw the pilgrims returning. They were beaming with happiness and gratitude. "Master," said the young woman, "thanks to your teachings, I have found a new job that I am passionate about and allows me to earn well." "Master," said the old man, I received an unexpected inheritance from a distant relative. Now I can finally realize my dream of opening a small shop. Master, said the young mother, my child is healed of a long-standing illness. I am so grateful for your wisdom and teachings. Dogen listened to their stories with a serene smile. He knew that the clove rituals had simply awakened in them the power of intention and gratitude. They had opened their minds and hearts to the abundance of the universe, and the universe had responded. Dear friends, said Dogen, I am happy to see that you have found the path to prosperity and happiness. Remember that true wealth does not lie in material possessions, but in spiritual growth, inner peace, and connection with others. As the sun set, Dogen sent them off with a blessing. May peace and prosperity be with you always. May you find happiness in every moment of your life, and may you share your light with the world. But what does this story teach us? That the ritual taught by the monk to his pilgrims simply serves to awaken in us the power of intention and gratitude. If we feel better about ourselves and others, and if we know how to set healthy goals and pursue them, mental and economic well-being is a natural consequence.